Hello everyone, welcome back to another YouTube video, and today, I'm going to be showcasing some of the new Fortnite season that came out today, and yeah, so, first off, obvious, let's get the obvious out of the way, the updates. First off, the new jungle biome is huge, and I mean huge, but sadly, it did get rid of one of my favorite POIs, if you know, Anvil Square, rest in peace. But there are three new POIs in the jungle biome, which, with Rumble Ruins being the temple that everyone's been seeing and talking about nonstop, Cheeky Compound, which is similar to the Lab and Dusty Divot, if you remember, and Shady Stoats, which is this season's Village POI, because season 1 had Anvo, season 2 had Steamy, and season 3 now has Shady. But yeah, but to get this out of the way first off, here's the trailer. So yeah, that was it. But now let's talk about the Battle Pass. As some people are getting kind of mad about the Tier 100, but also a lot of people are liking it. So first off, this season has 8 skins, with Paradise Mouseos being the season's secret skin. I think he actually looks kind of good. But our Tier 100 that everyone is getting kind of mad about is the robotic car shifting automaton, the only Optimus Prime. And the reason some people are mad about this is that it seems that the Tier 100 is now a collab skin again. Even though the past 2 seasons we've had original Battle Pass skins. But for the good side, he's the only collab we have this season so far. He's the only Battle Pass collab, which is actually finally a good break to have from being constantly bombarded with 1 to 2 collabs per season. But next up, we've got the loot pool. And, obviously we have a few things that carried over from Season 2. We have the Havoc Pump, the Havoc AR, we have both Havocs. The OG SMG, which was unfolded like a month before the season ended, and the Red Eye and Maven. And, of course, the Heavy not Shotgun, and the Heavy AR. Not Heavy Sniper, sorry. But it is a sad day because Twin Mag, one of my favorite guns, also has now been vaulted, which sucks because it was such a good gun. But now for the unvaults. We only have 2 unvaults this season, but no, not but. Oh, First off, we get the drum shotgun. Terrible. And combat SMG. Like, they're okay, I guess, but we now have the new guns, and we're starting off with the thermal DMR, which is what it sounds like. It's the normal DMR with the thermal scope DR. The flapjack rifle, which is the new LMG type gun, which is actually based off of a real World War I gun called the Lewis rifle that the British used. And in this season we finally have our kinetic weapon, the kinetic boomerang, which does have a special feature where when you pull it back, if you missed, you create a small explosion, which does some damage. But the mythic you've been waiting for, the Cybertron cannon, which you saw earlier in the trailer, yeah, it is kind of OP, but that's fine. But you hold it down, and yeah, it releases, as you can see, it releases a high charged beam of energy that blasts most builds, and it vaporizes people. But now we, gotta talk about the mechanics. As this season had two ones. And the first one that people have been talking about a bunch is the new mud feature. And people were thinking, oh, it's gonna slow you down a bunch. It doesn't really slow you down unless you. It slows you down unless you slide. And then you gain a lot of speed when you slide because it's mud. But if you don't want to get caught open in the mud, you could always use the unvaulted raptors. And now they're back, and you can be able to tame them and ride them just like the hogs and the wolves. And it lets you traverse the mud quicker than ever. And they are very hostile, so be careful. And you can always use the dinosaur eggs to immediately hatch one and it'll immediately go inside instead of having a 50-50 chance of being absolutely, demolished by a raptor when trying to eat it. No. But if that's not good enough for you, which it should be, you can always use the new augments, which come out a few times. And there are a lot of new ones, but here's a few examples, like the Primal Companion, which gives you a health boot and thermal vision when riding animals, or Shell Slide, which is kind of like the munition slide from last season, where whenever you slide, you get shotgun cells. But that's about everything about this season that it has to give. So I have nothing else to talk about, but